Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Uniquely Unqualified Podcast Take Two. One subject, easily consumable content. We're going to talk about the No Kings protests. But before I do that, please like and subscribe. For those of you that have already liked and subscribed, thank you so much. It means the world to me as I grow this channel. I truly mean that. I love watching numbers go up. It means you're doing something right, and especially with this little tiny platform that I'm trying to build literally out of nothing, keeps you motivated. So let's get into it. I'm going to be referencing my notes here because I've got some numbers for this. So No Kings protest. So first of all, I would like to say from my heart, this is the stupidest fucking thing I think I've seen yet overall. The fact that people like Once Upon a Time, what the hell is his name? Robert De Niro, you know, the badass in the movie Heat, and the fucking, you know, the hard dad on Meet the Fockers. I mean, like, what happened to this guy? And he's like running around saying that, you know, Trump is a king. No, he's not. He's an elected official, and he's done nothing to fucking prove to anybody that he's trying to be a king. All of the rhetoric about a third term and taking over fucking Canada, get the fuck over it, people. You know, it's like, it's 2026 or 2025 when he assumed office. These things aren't actually able to happen around the world. You know, if you've got a monarchy, you got a monarchy. If you've got a theocracy, you got a theocracy. But it takes a hell of a lot more than one man to just say, okay, I'm in here forever. Our government is too big, too bloated. It never happened. Get your fucking head straight. Pull your head out of your ass. This is ridiculous. Rosie O'Donnell, go jump off a fucking bridge. And Joy Reid, fucking go follow Rosie O'Donnell. And who's the other? Jane Fonda. You know, fucking, could you imagine? You know, maybe these motherfuckers, they just can't stop reliving their best days with the fucking Thigh Master. Wasn't that what Jane Fonda did? No, it wasn't. Anyway, so let's get into some numbers here about the No Kings protests. So about 3,000 cities in the United States of America over the last No Kings protest was, I think the number was 2,700 cities. Well, this year it's 3,000. Yes, so back in October, I guess the first No Kings protest, I think that there was approximately 2,700 cities participating and around 7 million people. Seems substantial, but let's do some math. When you are talking about 3,000 cities, I guess I should have answered the question of how many cities are in the United States of America. It's not just cities, it's cities and towns. But the largest participants are Washington, D.C., Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York, obviously. Those places have the biggest populations. Well, assuming that we went 300 more cities reported, let's go ahead and be really generous and tick that 7 million up to 10 million. 7.5. No, don't do that. Let's just stick somewhere between 7 million and 10 million. But I'm going to run a little mathematical thing on you when it comes to the voting public. So there's approximately 110 million people that turn out for presidential elections when they happen in a country with 330 to 350 million. So if you're doing the math properly, that's a third of the people in the country that actually turn out to vote for this fucking king that they are protesting. Well, here's some good news. At 7 million people against 110 million, that is only 6.36% of that 110 million voting public, which means that this No Kings protest is fucking retarded to the rest of us too. Just if we're gonna go off of the numbers. I like doing numbers because it really exposes the bullshit. And that's when, it's, you know, there was this crazy Trump rally in some other fucking place that had like almost 1 million people turn out in that one place. And you need 3,000 fucking cities to find 7 to 8 to 10 million people to come out and say the orange devil is a king. He's not a fucking king. Get over it. He signed executive orders. All presidents sign executive orders. Get the fuck over it. And the executive orders that he's signing, I'll get into this in a different episode, the TSA funding thing. Sorry, it is the fucking Senate Democrats that are causing the problem with DHS funding and TSA. It is. It's them. It's them and that 3 a.m. fucking shit that they pulled, and John Thune excusing everybody for I'll get into it in a different episode. So when you're looking at the numbers, the No Kings protest is pretty insignificant overall. The problem is the attention that it gets from the legacy media. Fox doesn't report on it very kindly, but then you got CNN, MS Now, NBC, like all those folks. They report on these things kind of similar to the Joe Biden rallies when he was campaigning for president in 2019 for the 2020 election. You would see these massive crowds at Trump rallies and like fucking 100 people at the Joe Biden thing, but you'd never catch any coverage of the Trump rally. You'd only see Joe Biden stammering next to a green Corvette. And so this is the same thing that's going on with these No Kings protests, is that because we have Robert De Niro walking in solidarity of the people of New York, and Jane Fonda and Joy Reid, fuck Joy Reid, man. She is an abhorrent human being, and she's ugly. So the legacy media is trying to inflate this whole thing as if, hey, yeah, people agree with this. Well, 6% of 110 million voting people agree with it. And don't get me wrong, you got 5-6 rotten apples out of 100. Like, that'll rotten the whole fucking pot. But by and large, I think that Americans are smart enough to absolutely know that this whole thing about No Kings protests, and I think that we know that this is the dumbest shit. Like, these people just have nothing better to fucking do. Could you imagine if they had hobbies like hiking, cycling, fucking jujitsu, any kind of martial art, drawing art, photography? Could you imagine how much better they would feel, and they wouldn't feel the need to go out there and make cringy, retarded videos. I'm sorry for saying all these words, but it is that stupid. It's that stupid. You must be a low resolution person if you think that that's going to make any sort of a difference. It's all performative. It's just so you can get on TV. Really? So 6%. 6%, don't let CNN or MS Now or Channel 7 or whatever your fucking propaganda outlet is, don't let that discourage you and make it look like, oh my God, everybody thinks he's a king and we have to No. Even if we have 300 more cities since October, you wouldn't even, based on numbers, I don't think you'd be looking at any more than 1 to 1.25 million more people than 7 million, at which case you're still sitting below 7%. They are they are the unbelievable minority in this whole thing. And so keep that in mind. Trump's fucking up. He's fucking up. I'll be the first to say that. But these people, humble opinion, I don't think these fuckers should be allowed to vote, because you also, here's a funny story. These No King protests went around the fucking world. The UK, London, a No King's fucking protest in a land where they have a fucking king. Can you believe that shit? That's how stupid this shit is. Uniquely Unqualified Podcast Take Two. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.